Perfect. We began this episode with how we ended the last episode of FWF. Monkey D. Luffy wants to call out Yusuke. Last time, Luffy actually came in after the match with White Ranger that Yusuke had. A very powerful and dangerous match, Extreme Rules matchup. But he came out right after, got in the champion's face and let him know who was challenging him for the Universal Warfare Championship at FWF Touchstone. Luffy would explain what woke him up to even challenge for the championship to begin with. He says it wasn't Sanji, it wasn't Usopp, it wasn't Hancock, it wasn't Nami, it wasn't Zoro. It was the energy. It was the will to fight, the will to challenge yourself with someone with greater power than you. And he felt like Yusuke having that championship meant that he was better than Luffy. And Luffy wanted to prove otherwise. He finds himself facing Yusuke one-on-one at FWF Touchstone now after earning his way there, and yet he still isn't satisfied. He just can't wait to get his hands on Yusuke. Fortunately for Luffy, not only would Yusuke come out to interrupt his little speech so that he wouldn't have to call him out, they're going to be facing each other inside of a steel cage. But the objective will not be to escape the cage, no. The action will stay inside the cage, slamming each other against the steel cage walls over and over, maybe climbing to the top and jump off of it. But ultimately, there's no weapons involved. You're just going to try to batter your opponent to either referee has to stop it, pinfall, or submission. Should be a really great match. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yusuke will grab hold of the microphone and seemingly ignoring Luffy as he heads to the ring, being all happy and whatever. And Luffy is like, I guess this is the guy I'm going to have to face. This guy seems really happy, but I know he's not like this. Yusuke opens. He says, Luffy, you were going to call me out. I'm well aware of that. Everyone likes to call the champ out. So I did you the favor of coming out here without you having to do so. What's on your mind? Why do you want to talk to the champ? In my eyes, you are the champ, Luffy says. In my eyes, you are the guy that I have to beat. Because I saw your match with Goku, and I don't think I could have done that. I saw your match against White Ranger, and again, I don't think I could have done that. And it's not that beating them was a thing, but the way you beat them, the way you kept going forward, and that was something that I respected, and now I want to fight you. Yusuke said, I mean, if the fight is what you want, a fight you shall get. And these two will break out into a fight right in the middle of the ring, and you can say it was a cheap shot, but Luffy had plenty of time to block that one. I think actually he wanted to be hit by Yusuke to see if he could take it. The action would go back and forth, and there was a deafening silence over the crowd because they were all anticipating one of these two to drop. And as they watched, it was a stunned silence that continued to fall over the crowd because Yusuke was having trouble taking on Luffy. Very surprising from the champion. At this point, we had only seen Luffy have one matchup, and that was an Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way match, and he won that convincingly. And then now he takes out Yusuke convincingly in front of everyone before Yoshitsega has to come out and interrupt it. But we have two matches here in this part of the episode. One of our matches is Rock Lee versus Johnny Cage in a rematch from the second episode of FWF Redemption. Now, the reason for this matchup, Rock Lee extremely frustrated with the fact that Johnny Cage used his daughter to get to Rock Lee in the championship. and now Rock Lee wants to have him in a match. If Johnny Cage wins, he will get a championship opportunity at FWF Touchstone. Later on in this same part, we will also have Might Guy versus Obito. If Obito or Might Guy wins, they will have a championship opportunity. Now the issue here being, we know that Johnny Cage and Obito seem to be working in cahoots right now. I don't really know what they have in store for these matches, but I assume they have something planned. These two are not, they're not idiots. While Obito may troll around sometimes as Toby, or maybe we have Johnny Cage being too cocky and arrogant, acting like a pump his ass, and you would think he wouldn't know what's going on around him. They're not dumb. They know exactly what they're doing. Johnny Cage heads to the ring, and again, makes the same entrance every single time. I wonder if he practices this in the mirror. I wonder if he does this on his way to the inside of the building, because he does the same entrance over and over, and it's just so irritating and smug. But I like it at the same time. Wait a minute. Rock Lee is in the ring. Oh. Well, I thought he was going to attack him from behind. No, I guess he's just out of patience. No, here it comes. He comes across the ring. He goes right after Johnny Cage, who is in trouble now. Oh my goodness, what a kick to the face. Still not done with him. Irish whip now. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker looking to punish Johnny Cage. Irish whip over the top rope. Cage is in trouble. He needs to win this one to get a championship opportunity, and right now it's been incredibly one-sided. Trying to feed off of the energy of the fans here. Representing Mastery is Rock Lee. Rock Lee now scoops Johnny Cage back up to his feet, thrown into the steel steps. Apparently, the group that Rock Lee is a part of, Mastery, being led by Red Ranger, apparently they're opting for new leadership as Red Ranger just has lost all of his confidence and he needs someone else to be in charge, and perhaps they may have an answer, says Rock Lee. But I don't know what exactly he's talking about just yet. Let's focus on this match though, as Johnny Cage gets torn to bits by Rock Lee. Action spills back into the ring, and Rock Lee hears Obito's music. I'm trying to figure out where Obito is though. Where is he? Obito? Oh wait, he's in the ring. Oh no. Yoshisuke, turn around. Oh my goodness. Well, he heard the sound. He sees the aftermath, but he doesn't know what happened. Goes for the pin to count. Is Obito gonna win? Rock Lee able to survive just for a bit longer. And Johnny Cage can't believe it. The champion will not be put down just yet. Staying on the attack now is Johnny Cage, and you see him zeroing in on the neck after that disgusting Steiner screwdriver, aka Infinite Tsukuyomi, and look at that. Gonna go for a pin? Nope. 1, 2. It's not enough yet. Nice moonsault, but still not enough to keep Rock Lee down. You can't afford to get frustrated yet. You're giving Rock Lee time to recover. You gotta stay on the assault, and I think Johnny Cage realizes that. No Cassie Cage ringside for this one. So seemingly, it was gonna be a regular one-on-one matchup, but of course, as I predicted, I suppose, commentators curse, Obito comes out and does significant damage to Rock Lee. And now Johnny Cage looks to reap the benefits as he tries to wrench Rock Lee's arm, trying to hold him down. Rock Lee trying to come back into this one. Stiff elbow to the jaw. Johnny Cage drills him with the lariat though to hold him down. Had the armbar applied, and now Rock Lee able to escape. Turning things around here now, jab to the face. Rock Lee trying to get a bit of fight back in. No. Up on the shoulders, this looks like bad news. Samoan driver. Oh man. Oh, and his foot was underneath the bottom ropes, and that's got to be annoying to Johnny Cage, as he supposedly has Rock Lee beat, but he still can't keep him down. Top row looking for the flying goat. Nobody home. Surprised he didn't break his sunglasses. Now thrown into the corner, and Rock Lee looking to continue to dish out the punishment that he began when this match first set off. And torpedo DDT on the floor. He might be able to win with that if he can get him back in the ring, surprisingly. He has him stunned. He has him out of it. Gets him back into the ring. Turns him over. Took a lot of time, but got the outside leg hook. Is it enough? It is not. I guess Johnny Cage is just as resilient. Overhand. Looking for the selfie, and he got it. You can go for a pin right here, and I think he's got it. It's his version of the selfie. When Kaz Cage uses it, it's more of a sit-out style. Perhaps a bit more impactful than Johnny Cage's version. 1, 2. Still not enough to keep Rock Lee down. Rock Lee now nips up. He's got a bit of energy back in him, folks. Into the corner. Irish whip. Rock Lee flips out of the corner. Here we go. The Taijutsu master. The Taijutsu prodigy, I suppose, would be the better or more appropriate term. Going after Johnny Cage. He has him down. Went for a double stump, nobody home. Jab to the face, snapshot, super kick, nobody home. Or someone was home, and they kicked the door right back in his face. Up on the shoulders, Michinoku driver, got it. He is in position. Flying Lotus on the way. Looking for that 630 senton. No, Johnny Cage gets out of the way. Into a cover on Rock Lee. 2. Rock Lee able to stay alive just for a bit longer. Johnny Cage can't believe it. Stump to the chest. Stump again. Trying to keep him down. Inverted powerbomb. Rock Lee rolls to the outside. And I don't think that was intentional. I think he was just trying to recover. Wait a minute. Top rope. Here comes Johnny Cage. Oh! Wow, he looked like an idiot doing that. Oh, and he just sidestepped Rock Lee. I guess it works out for Johnny Cage in the end. That was a horrible splat for Rock Lee, the champion in trouble. Thrown back into the ring. Johnny Cage now, like a hyena, like a vulture, like a scavenger, picking his mark, and he gets an elbow to the kidney. Now into the corner. Here we go. Snapshot super kick on the way. Oh my goodness. 1, 2. Johnny Cage gets the title match. Albeit by nefarious tactics, but what else could we expect? I don't think Johnny Cage has ever won a match. No, he hasn't. He hasn't won a single match without interference. He beat Deadpool with interference. Now he beats Rock Lee with interference. I get it. It's only 2 matches. But how becoming of Johnny Cage is this? I guess this is what you have to expect from the elitists. I wonder if that's the same thing that's going to happen with Obito. If that's the case, then Unprincipled and the elitists are no different from each other. I assume that Obito may have a different plan, though. I assume. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But we move on to our next match. Mike Guy versus Obito. It's a rematch from the Christmas Classic. Probably the best match of the Christmas Classic. These two pretty much destroyed each other, as Mike Guy is not coming out with the best. He is focused. He wants to beat the crap out of Obito because of what happened to Rock Lee. And I don't blame him. And as usual, the power of youth keeps him going forward. Rushes down to the ring. My guy is excited. And my guy is about to destroy Obito, presumably. That's the case, though, but then we're going to have a triple threat with Mike Guy, Rock Lee, and Johnny Cage. I mean, Johnny Cage is going to get battered if that's the case. And then we get to see a really cool matchup between Rock Lee and Mike Guy. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Mike Guy really needs a win here, though. He hasn't had a win yet. Granted, he's only had 1 match, but he still needs a win no less. And he gets to go at it with Obito again. And in that match that they had, it was very highly contested. They knew each other well, it seemed like, despite only facing each other in that 1 encounter. It was a debut for both of them. In the end, it looks like Obito came out on top. And this whole thing all started because of Obito attacking Rock Lee after his match with Johnny Cage on the 2nd episode of FWF. All this roots back to the 2nd episode, the Christmas Classic. The storytelling is unbelievable. I know. Hit that like button. Do it. Hit the like button, but don't look at the time for the video. Don't do that. Going for it now. Obito. Mike Guy. This should be intense. Match underway, and I fully expect... Oh, wow. I guess it's Obito who takes the first shot with a running drop kick. Irish whip now. Mike Guy just blows through him. Oh, no. Into the corner for Obito. Oh, handspring elbow. Destroys him with that one. Stomp to the arm now. Stomping got Obito now. The frustration pouring out of Mike Guy. Not being very technical. not showing off any taijutsu. He just beating down Obito, and Obito catches him with a dragon screw. The emotions of my guy might get the better of him here. Caught. DDT. What is this? That's Superman's music? There he is, heading down to the ramp. I guess this is how they're gonna... Oh no, what is he gonna do? Just hit him and get him disqualified? Wow. Wait a minute, no. He did hit him, but he hits him with a supernova. What the hell? And I guess now Obito wins